Most men walk through life clueless when it comes to reading attraction. They think women will just come out and say, "I like you," but that's not how it works. Women are subtle. Their desires wrapped in layers of mystery, hints and silent signals that most men completely overlook. You've probably been in this situation before, talking to a woman feeling like there's something unspoken between you. Maybe she acts a little different around you. Maybe there's a certain energy in the air, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Is she just being nice? Or is she secretly drawn to you in a way she won't admit? Psychologists say that 90% of attraction is nonverbal. That means if you're waiting for a woman to tell you she wants you, you'll be waiting forever. Women don't communicate desire the way men do. They signal it. They leak it out in small subconscious ways that only a man with sharp perception will catch. And once you learn to read these signals, you'll start to notice them everywhere. Because when a woman is secretly attracted to you, she can try to hide it with her words, but her body, her actions, and her emotions will always tell the truth. So pay close attention. If she's doing these three things, she's not just interested, she's fighting the urge to let you know just how much she wants you. Sign 1, her eyes betray her. They say the eyes are the windows to the soul. But when it comes to attraction, they're the windows to her deepest desires. A woman might try to play it cool, act indifferent, or even deny her feelings outright. But her eyes, they'll tell the truth before her words ever do. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, she can't help but look, and not just any kind of look. It's that lingering gaze, the one that lasts just a second longer than it should. It's the look she gives when she thinks you won't notice, when she's observing you. Not just as a person, but as a man. Women are subtle creatures. They've mastered the art of glancing without getting caught, of stealing looks that last long enough to satisfy their curiosity, but short enough to avoid suspicion. But here's the truth. Even the best poker-faced woman can't control her body's natural reaction to attraction. Her pupils will dilate when she sees you. Her gaze will soften when you speak. She'll look at you, then look away, then look back as if she's caught in an invisible pull she can't resist. And the most telling sign, the double take. If she looks at you, looks away, and then looks back again. Within a short period of time, she's struggling to hide her attraction. That second glance isn't accidental. It's her curiosity overriding her self-control. The accidental eye contact game. Eye contact is powerful. It creates tension, it deepens connections, and most importantly, it exposes hidden feelings. A woman who is secretly attracted to you will engage in this game of unspoken communication. She locks eyes with you, AC cross the room, then quickly looks away. She avoids your gaze completely, only to look at you the moment you turn away when you talk. Her eyes flick between your lips and your eyes as if she's imagining something more. She doesn't even realize she's doing it. It's an instinct, a biological signal that her mind is processing you as more than just a friend, but the biggest giveaway. She holds eye contact just a little too long, not long enough to be obvious, but long enough to make you feel something. That's the moment she's telling you without words that she's drawn to you. Here's a secret. Most people don't know when a woman is excited or aroused. She blinks more frequently. Studies in psychology and body language have shown that when a person experiences increased heart rate and nervous energy, their blink rate increases significantly. So next time you're talking to her, pay attention. Is she blinking more than usual? Is she struggling to maintain normal eye movement? Because her mind is working overtime to keep her emotions in check. If the answer is yes, she's not just looking at you. She's feeling something, the undressing you, with her eyes phenomenon. This is where things get really interesting. When a woman is secretly attracted to you, she might let her guard slip just for a second, and in that moment, you'll catch her giving you that look. It's a quick, almost instinctive up and down glance. Her eyes scan you from head to toe as if she's taking in every detail, sizing you up in a way that's more than just casual. You might think, did she just check me out? Yes, she did. And if you catch her in the ACT, watch how she reacts. If she suddenly looks away, blushes, or pretends to be focused on something else, congratulations, you just caught her desire in real time. Sign 2. Her body betrays her. A woman might try to hide her attraction with words. She might act indifferent, tease you, or even pretend she's uninterested, but her body, that's a whole different story. The body never lies. Attraction isn't just a feeling. It's a biological response. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, her body will give her away in ways she doesn't even realize. These signs are instinctual, impossible to fake, and once you recognize them, you'll know exactly how she really feels. No matter what she says. The lean-in effect. Imagine you're talking to a woman at a cafe, a party, or even at work. You're having a conversation, maybe nothing too serious, but then you notice something subtle. She is leaning in, not in an obvious way, not aggressively, but just enough that her body closes the gap between. You two women do this without thinking when they feel attraction. It's their way of pulling you into their space without making it obvious. The closer she is, the more she can feel your presence, your scent, your energy, and that closeness. It excites her now. Watch what happens when you lean back. Does she follow? Does she instinctively move closer again? If she does, that's her body telling you, I don't want to be too far away from you. And that's desire. One of the most underrated but powerful signs of attraction is mirroring. When a woman is drawn to you, she'll subconsciously copy your movements, gestures, and even your speech patterns. If you take a sip of your drink a few seconds later, she does the same. If you adjust your posture, she subtly follows. If you lean on your arm, she does too. Almost like a reflection. This isn't a game she's playing on purpose. It's human nature. Studies in psychology show that when we feel a connection with someone, our bodies instinctively synchronize with them. And when a woman mirrors you, it means she's completely tuned into you. The touch test, when she accidentally finds reason to make contact. This is one of the biggest giveaways when a woman is secretly attracted to you. She will find ways to touch you without making it seem like she's trying a light touch on your arm when she laughs, brushing off imaginary lint from your shoulder, playfully pushing you, when you tease her, resting her hand on yours for just a second too long. These aren't accidents. Women don't touch men they don't feel comfortable with, and they definitely don't initiate physical contact with a man they don't have some kind of attraction toward. If you want to test this, here's what you do. Lightly touch her first. Maybe you brush her hand when handing her something. Maybe you place your hand on the small of her back as you guide her through a crowd if she doesn't pull away. Or better yet, if she leans into it, you have your answer. Her legs and feet. Tell the truth. You might not think about it, but her legs and feet are one of the strongest indicators of how she feels about you. On the other hand, if her feet are pointed away from you, it might mean she's mentally or emotionally checking out. Sign 3. Her words slip. A woman who is secretly attracted to you will never come out and say it directly. At least not at first. Instead, her feelings will reveal themselves in the little things she says and the way she says them. She might think she's in control, that she's keeping her emotions under wraps, but words have a way of betraying hidden desires. And once you know what to listen for, you'll start noticing the tiny cracks in her careful act. Because no matter how much a woman tries to play at cool attraction, always slips through the cracks. She says your name more than necessary. Most guys don't notice this. But when a woman likes you, she'll say your name more often than she does with other people. Why? Because your name excites her. It's intimate, personal. Every time she says it, she gets a tiny rush, a subconscious hit of dopamine. Notice how she talks to others and compare it to how she talks to you. If she's using your name frequently, especially in playful or unnecessary ways, it means she makes the way it feels coming out of her mouth, and that's attraction. She teases you, like a high school crush. Teasing isn't just for kids. When a woman is secretly drawn to you, she might revert to playful teasing. Not because she's immature, but because it's a way to create tension without admitting her feelings. She playfully challenges you. She mocks something small about you in a way that's more flirty than mean. She calls you nicknames that make her feel closer to you. Teasing is a way for her to test your reaction. She wants to see if you can handle her energy, if you'll push back in a fun way. And most importantly, she's doing it because she wants your attention. She accidentally gives you compliments. A woman who is attracted to you won't always come out and say, I think you're sexy. That would make her feel too vulnerable. Instead, she'll let Let little compliments slip out in conversation. I don't know why, but you always smell really good. You have a nice voice. Has anyone ever told you that? I feel so comfortable around you. It's weird. The key here is how casual these compliments seem. She's trying not to make a big deal about them, but she can't help but say them. It's her way of letting you know. She notices you without making it too obvious. She mentions other women to get a reaction. This is a classic psychological trick if a woman is secretly attracted to you but isn't sure if you feel the same. She'll sometimes bring up other women just to see how you react. She asks if you're seeing anyone. She jokingly accuses you of being a player. She casually drops, "Oh, I bet all the girls love you." She's not just making conversation. She's fishing for information. She wants to see if you'll deny it, if you'll get defensive, or if you'll react in a way that reveals something about your interest in her. And if she does this, it means she's been thinking about you in that way. She talks about what-if scenarios. One of the biggest giveaways that a woman is secretly attracted to you is when she starts imagining hypothetical scenarios that put you both in a romantic situation. If we were stuck on an island together, we'd probably kill each other, or maybe we'd get along. Imagine if we had met in high school. I bet we would have been trouble. I wonder what you're like in a relationship. These might seem like innocent statements, but they're not. She's testing the waters, playing with the idea of the two of you together without admitting that she's already thought about it. No matter how much she tries to hide it, words always betray emotions because attraction isn't just something you see. It's something you hear, and when a woman is secretly into you, her own words will give her away, sooner or later. This is Stoic Guide, and if you found value in this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the hidden truths of attraction psychology and the Stoic mindset. Until next time, stay sharp, stay aware, and never ignore the signs.